quickest way to get to the home search, just go to nwchampions.com. Right up at the top here we have home search. Now go straight to the map search. Then we also have the quick search here, which is it'll automatically do a search for limit to certain regions, county by county or by city. But for most people, if you're looking for a specific area, you're going to go to the map search. We got a little slider here for the price, and one little trick people don't realize, it does steps of $5,000. But sometimes, depending on your mouse, or if you're on a touchpad, it's a little hard to move around real accurately. You can use the arrow keys and just step 5,000 at a time. Now if you look down on the map there, you'll see every time I click this, it's changing. This all updates in real time. So let's limit this just to residential. And let's say we want at least 3 bedrooms and say at least 2 bathrooms. So this is basically you want to start at the top and work your way down. So pick all your settings for what you're looking for. So let's do say 300 to 350. And then we have under more here, there's more options, like say you want waterfront. Yeah, that's not going to pull up too many in that price range. Let's do view. Okay, so that pull up 500. And then we have recent listings, which do listings in the past week. Bank owned and short sale. And then we have new construction, the eco homes, so forth. So once you pick all the criteria you want, now you see down here it shows these are the 10 newest listings that meet that criteria. So especially when after somebody's been using this for a while, all they care about is the new stuff. So that'll show right on this page. Like I said, since the video shrank down to fit the projector, it's not showing as much as it normally would on the screen.
This is for a single family residential.
Yeah,
home.
this is a single family.
Multiple family home.
Yeah, we've got multifamily, all the different property types on here. So once you've got your criteria, let's say we're looking for something in Linwood, you can just double click on the map to start zooming in. Or if you click on scroll zoom is turned off by default because if you're trying to scroll on the page, you see here you got me lost, I don't know where I'm at now. So by default that's off, but they can turn it on and you can actually just scroll in. I'm going to turn that off. Like I said, it sometimes gets in the way doing that. It's easier to just use the buttons. Let's go back to Linwood. There's Edmonds. As you double click, zooming in, once it's under 125 listings, it'll just display all of them on the map. And you can just click on one and it'll pop up a brief little description and the main photo. If they click on this, it'll take you to the detail. Or if you scroll down here, clicking just on the row will move the map to that listing. Or if you click on details, it's going to go to the detail page, for that listing.
Is that an NOS number?
The MLS number is down here in under the marketing remarks. So to go back, we hit refine. That'll bring us back here, same place. Now the way this map is designed is, once you have your criteria in, you can actually just, grab the map and scroll around. Kind of think of it as like Listing Explorer. You can just go around and explore the area looking for listings. And I've actually, using this, I have found, including the condo that I bought, found many deals I would not have expected, where there was just one oddball listing in an area that you'd think would be, say, normally a condo would be 200 to 250,000 usually. But there just happened to be one person, they need to sell it, so they got it listed at 150. And normally you wouldn't even look in that area for something the price. But with this, because you can just scroll around, things will pop up that you didn't expect to find. So it's a really, this is the best way to search, for finding stuff, because you're not limited to a specific city or a specific zip code or a specific MLS area. You're just, taking the map.
Criteria is just searching geographically.
Yeah, whatever area is in view on the map, that's where it's searching. So there's no kind of artificial limitations of city boundaries or, the MLS area boundaries. Any of those limitations where, you say, oh, well, they're looking for a house in, area 730. There might be a house that's exactly what they want and it's one block out of the area. It's not going to show up in a normal search. Using the map, that would also pop up. So it's a much more versatile way of searching. Now, and then to view all the results, there's a little button here, view all results.
So you have to choose the type of the property, eh?
Huh?
You have to choose the type of the property. Eh?
Yeah, you can choose property type. That's the residential, single family, condo, multifamily, manufactured, vacant land. For rentals, we actually have a separate search page because the price range on rentals is totally different, so we have to actually have different controls for that, to do that. But all the other property type, anything for sale is all from the same page. So
How do you get to that? You go to the Champion website.
go to Champion's website and then click on home search right up at the top.
Home search.
So it'll list the property types there, and the basic information. Then if you click on more, you've got extra options. And then right below the map is where the view all results is. I'll take you to the results page, which lists everything ordered by price. So let's go back and then quickly go through the other types of searches. On the advanced search, a lot of this is the same, but then you have additional options. Here, this is probably most useful for people who aren't real familiar with the area. You can search just by city. Now obviously this list is a little big with all the cities, but you can also, there's the next box down, you can type in. So I'll show you how this works. Let's pick, okay, there's Anacortes. So this is actually going to build a custom list for them of cities and areas to search. So let's say I can't find, I also want La Conner, but I can't find it in the list, or I don't want to scroll all the way down. There is a, oops. And if you accidentally click on something, you can just click remove, removes it from the list. Now there's a shortcut trick most people don't realize for when you've got a long list. Like the most common one is when you're trying to pick a state. And we're Washington State, so we're way down at the bottom of the list. Well, if you click on the drop-down list and just start typing, it will find what you're typing for. So I typed in LA and it found there's La Center and La Conner. And I just click that, it'll add that. But let's say I want a specific, neighborhood. Now the MLS has in their database, they've got thousands of neighborhoods in the database, but you can't expect people to scroll through a list of 2,000 areas to try and find what they're looking for. So that's why we've got the box where you can just type, where it says, can't find it, add a city or neighborhood to the list. So let's say I'm also kind of interested in Picnic Point. So I'll type in Picnic Point. Capitals don't matter on this. Then I click add. Now I've got Picnic Point in the list too. So I just added something to the list to customize it for what I'm searching for. Now the other way you can search here, and yet kind of have to be careful because you can search by city or you can search by school district, which is one of the unique features you don't normally see on public websites. I don't think I've seen any other public real estate website that allows you to search by school district. Now the catch is, what if I pick Edmonds School District? Well, Anacortes, LaConner, and Picnic Point are not in Edmonds School District. So it's going to pull up nothing, 0 listings. Because there is nothing that can satisfy that. So it's best to search by city or by school district, not both, unless you're really familiar with the area. Then down here we got the price slider again, bedrooms and bathrooms. But then under the additional search options, we have a little more detail. So instead of just recent listings, you can say in the last day or the last week. And then for bank owned, default is it doesn't matter. But you can say, yes, I want to search just bank owned. Or you can say, well, no, I don't want bank owned. Or, one real common one, which is why we put this option in here. So say you want bank owned, but you don't want it short sale, because you don't want to wait 6 months for it to close. So you, under short sale, click no, and it'll only pull up listings that are not short sales. And that's another feature. I think I might have seen one website that has that now, but most it's just you can search for short sales on pretty much all the big websites now, but you can't exclude short sales, which is, if somebody cares about short sales, usually that's what they want to exclude it, because they don't have time to wait for a short sale to close. And then, of course, we hit search for home, and I put too much criteria in there, so it didn't pull up anything. So let me turn off some of those additional options. And there we go. Now we got a bunch of listings. So the other two searches, ways of searching real quick. Address search works like any address search. Type in the house number, street number. On all of these, they work like the old locator worked for the MLS, where if I type in, let's say 7026 is one of the old houses I lived at. Just type in 180. We don't know if they put a TH on the end or not. It'll just do anything that starts with 180. And I'll search for that. Now my old house isn't for sale right now, but so I didn't pull anything up. But everything here is just, all of these boxes are it begins with. Street's the big one that throws people off, because sometimes the listing is listed with, they put the TH or the ND for 142nd. Sometimes they put ND. Sometimes they put space ND. Sometimes they just put 142 with no letters. And to a computer, all of those are different streets, even though really they're the same street. Computers work in absolutes. And like on Matrix is one thing that people have had problems. It does absolute searches. So if you type in 142 and the listing agent typed in 142 ND, you're not going to pull it up because they don't exactly match. Ours it'll automatically put in a wildcard to search anything beginning with this. And then of course we have listing number search. That's pretty obvious. It just pulls up, type in the listing number, hit get listing. And one thing, a lot of what we did to make this faster for people using the website, on a lot of websites, including the MLS and Matrix, when you type in a listing number, it'll search and pull up just the generic result list. This, it will go, if you type in the listing number, it should go straight to the full detail page. There's no extra clicking. So that makes that a little faster.